Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chylia if you are brand spanking new here. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a little tutorial, full face. I started off completely bare in this video. If you guys want to learn how I created this look right here, it's a nice peachy, glowy summer glam I've got going on here. Please stay tuned and keep watching, but before you do that, please scroll down, find the red button, and subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell so you guys get notified when I post something new, as I don't want you guys to miss a single beat. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty guys, let's get started. I'm gonna pop my AirPods in so I can rock out, jam out, you know, vibe out, whatever you want to call this while I film this video for you guys, because I'm gonna take it way back, and I'm barefaced here, completely barefaced, no primer, no moisturizer, no nothing. So yeah, let's get started. I start with a spoolie and I brush my brows out. Now I'm going to take an eyebrow pomade. Recently I was put on to the Kat Von D Super Brow Pomade. It looks like so. I use the color dark brown. Obviously it just matches my hair color and my actual brow color very well. This product is very thin. It's a thinner formula than Dip Brows. And when I say thin, I don't mean like, I don't want you to open it and expect like water or like anything like that. But like if you're used to using the Dip Brow, this is going to be a lot thinner than what you're used to. I just find that this blends out a little bit easier than the Dip Brow, and it sets like completely matte, which is wild. So once I have the base shape of how I want my brows to look, I then just take the remainder of the product that's on the angled brush and I go ahead and I brush that into the hairs of my brows. I'm just filling in the spaces. I go into the front of my brow last, obviously, because that's where I want the least amount of product, because naturally that's where you have the least amount of hair. Or I'm a little backwards. Most of my hair is up here, but you catch my drift. Then I'm going to take a flat top concealer brush from MAC. This is the number 212, I believe. And I'm going to take a concealer. I like to use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer because it is a thicker concealer. Thus, it doesn't slide and it's easier to keep it in place when I'm cleaning up my eyebrows. And then I like to start right in about the center and I begin to clean. I don't know what this wild ruckus is outside, but if you can hear it, I apologize. Alright, moving on to the eyes. I'm going to be using my P. Louise eyeshadow base. There are no words for how much I like this eyeshadow base, how much I love this eyeshadow base. So I'm going to pop a little bit of this onto my eyelids. I know some people pat it right onto the back of their hands, but I don't like wasting product. So if I do like I did today and I pull a little bit too much out, I pop it right onto the other eye and I just kind of spread it out. Alright, so now that our eyes are prepped and primed, I'm going to go ahead and use the Chylia, oh, is that better? No. There we go. This is the Chylia Royal Peach palette. This palette is not new. It's something that's been out for a while, but I am madly in love with this palette. It is literally one of my favorites. So, the colors are on the back, so bear with me. And I'm going to use a Morphe blending brush. This is the Morphe M441. And I'm going into the color Duke, which is this one here. As you can see, I've hit pan, guys. I've hit pan. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by tossing this into my crease in small circular motions. Now, using the same brush, I'm going to go into this color here, Peachy, and And I'm going to apply this into my crease, keeping it a little bit lower than where we put Sorbet a second ago. So I changed my mind. I'm going to switch to a Morphe M433, and I'm going to keep going back into the same color, peachy, and I'm going to use this brush. Sorry. What I like about this look is that it's actually super easy to accomplish. It doesn't take very long. Like, obviously it's taking me a little bit longer just because I'm explaining what tools and what products I'm using. But like literally whenever I do this, I can get it done like 35 to 40 minutes and I'm out the door. And like that's quick for me. So like if you're someone who wears makeup heavily like I do every single day and it takes you an hour and change, this is not one of those things. So I brought this all the way down to my lid, but we're going to actually go over it with one more color. Now I'm going to take a Morphe M167 and I'm going to go into Cinnamon here. And I'm going to tap this onto my eyelid, keeping it a little bit closer to the lash line. And as you can see, it doesn't do, like it doesn't pop up like too much, but that's exactly what we want. Alright, now that that's all done, we're going to move on to the face. I like to do my eyes first. I know that like if you bake or if you set your makeup with powder before you do your eyes, it prevents fallout. But like I just find it easier this way. If you like to do it the other way, be my guest. Also, I like to do my brows when my skin is completely dry. No product, nothing. Because I find that my brows set a little bit better. And they dry and they don't slip and slide. So like now you can see if I tug at my brows, nothing's moving. And it's, yes, the Kat Von D pomade works like that, period. But I like to just add an extra safety net. So moving on, I'm going to use my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. This is 24 karat gold infused beauty oil. Now, I'm sure some of you are like, I have oily skin. I don't want to put oil on my face at all. Pump the brakes, y'all. I have oily skin too. But I promise you the way we're going to do this, it's going to work. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to just go ahead and rub that in. Oh, it feels so good. Don't forget to show that forehead some love. Your neck. All that good jazz. So we're going to add some moisture to the skin first because we're going to be putting a lot of powder on. So you don't, even though you have oily skin, you don't want to be drying out your skin. You don't want to be mistreating the skin. So next I'm going to take my Cover FX primer. I don't know if you guys, is that, there we go. Wait, there we go. So I'm going to take my Cover FX primer and I'll put a little bit of this on as well. So as you can see, my skin still looks fresh, it still looks dewy, it doesn't look too matte, it's not dry. And that's basically the foundation that you want to set for your skin for this summery look. Now I'm going to take my Hourglass translucent powder. Hope I haven't lost you yet. I'm going to take a beauty blender. Mine's a little dirty, bear with me. I did clean it, but these pink ones, you get to a point where they don't come out anymore. And I'm going to pack a little bit of powder on my skin. Now, if you have areas where you have dry, patchy skin, avoid those areas. Like, that's not where you want to be putting this powder. It's gonna just make you more dry, and that's just, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be the desert, you know? Dubai, Egypt. Nobody wants that. I mean, unless you're actually in those places. Arizona, Vegas. Just keep listing random deserts. It's more than enough at this point. Now I'm going to take a brush, a powder brush. Now I'm going to take a powder brush. This is a Morphe M527. And I'm actually going to just brush all this away. So now we are moisturized, we're primed, and we're matte, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with our foundation routine. Today I'm using the ColourPop foundations. If you saw my previous video, you know that I'm using 2 colors to get my almost perfect color. I'm using dark 170 and also dark 175, and I'm using this on a damp Morphe sponge, starting with 170 because I feel like that's my closest match. So as you can see, the foundation has like stuck to where we put the powder. So instead of it being easy to spread, it's really just kind of packing on exactly where you pounce the blender, the sponge, which means the foundation is likely to stay all day. Alright, I'm pretty happy with the coverage that I've gotten now with my foundation, so I'm going to move on and I'm going to use the ColourPop. I have foundation all over my nails. Like, that looks wild. Okay. I'm going to take the ColourPop foundation and I'm using the color medium dark 36, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight and contour my face. Now I'm going to take my other Morphe sponge. This is the highlight and contour sponge, the one with the flat end on one side, and I'm going to go ahead and buff this out, you know? So now, before we go on to contouring, I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist, and I'm going to set my face. This mist smells so good. Seriously. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the color Truffle, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. I'm going to go ahead and buff this out. This is my favorite contour brush. It's the Sephora Pro Contour Sweep. Yes. Alright, so now that that's all set and done and blended in, we're going to go ahead and use the ColourPop. I'm using the ColourPop translucent powder in the shade Banana. So this is their banana powder. I'm going to use that same sponge and I'm going to go ahead and bake underneath. I am going to ignore this area right here while I'm baking, just simply because that's where the highlight's going to go and we want it to be a little bit more vibrant. Whenever I'm baking, I always look certifiable. Like, I'm like, someone just admit her to the psych ward right now. So now, while that's baking, I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. I use the color Cappuccino, and I'm using this as a contour powder. Go ahead and just put that wherever we did cream. We want to move quickly because we don't want to bake too long. Ooh. The headphones said bye, bitch. Alright, now since we are looking rather ghostly at the moment, we're going to take the Marc Jacobs setting spray again and spritz our face once again. So while the setting spray is doing its thing and setting, I'm going to pop some of my mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. And I'm going to prep my lashes for eyelash application. Alright, so now that my mascara is on and all done, I'm going to go ahead and pop some lashes on. These are my Azzurrado lashes in the style Irresistible. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these out of the box. Oh, and if you want a discount when you purchase these lashes, you can use my code. I won't lie, I do get a little bit of a profit from it if you use my code. But we help each other out. You save money, you guys save 10%, and then I get a little something, you know, to win-win. So if you want to go ahead and try to use my code is Chylia10. So that's my name, Chylia, and then the number 10. You want to just enter that when you are checking out. Okay? So. Oh, these are so cute. Oh, they're so cute and delicate. It's like perfect for this look, I swear. Alright, so while my lashes are drying and I don't want to move them too much by using an eyelash curler or another eyelash clamp, I'm going to move on to my highlighter. My dog is just like really testing me. Like he just, every time I go to film a video, he wants to make noise. Like that's the life we're living right now. But anyway, can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. It's one of my favorite highlighters. I've loved using this now that summer has approached us, or like summer is upon us. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, I'm using an Morphe R36 brush to go ahead and put this on my cheeks, the high points of my cheeks. Oh, do you see why I love this? You know what? I am one of those people who like puts highlighter everywhere in the summer, but it works, I promise. Just give me a minute. And it's put a little bit on the tip of my nose, which I always buff out with my finger so that it's not too aggressive. Then I go down the bridge of my nose. Also gonna pop a little bit of this into my inner corner. Alright, so now that my lashes are on, we're gonna go back, not my lashes, good grief. Now that all my highlighter is on, we're gonna go ahead and add some blush. And if you haven't seen it before, this is my very sad Sephora blush. We're not gonna talk about it. This is the color Too Hot. Just go ahead and buff that on. Then really quickly going back to my eyes, because to be honest with you, I actually forgot. I'm going to go back into Peachy in the palette. And I'm going to just go on my lower lash line. You don't need a lot for this at all. Just Now I'm going to take my liquid lipstick from Makeup Geek. I don't remember the color. Waltz. That's the color. The color is Waltz. And I go ahead and just put this on. I'm not going to use any lip liner for this. Simply because it's just a super subtle nude already. And once that's dried down, I'm going to use my Dose of Colors lip gloss in the color Seriously. I'm going to put that on top. I'm like in love with this lip gloss. Alrighty, and now that that's all done, we're gonna go ahead once again and set our face. Smells so good. And that literally completes this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are gonna look super glam and super glowy all summer long. And I hope you guys wanna subscribe to my channel and come back and see more. But at this point, I have nothing else to give until probably tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So with that being said, I love you guys and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. I don't know what just fell on me, but that was weird. What? I want to stay tuned and learn how to do that